What's up, everybody? What's up? Eric, Free NBA Daily Bets. You can find all my official plays at Twitter at Easy Money Wins. And yesterday was a +1 unit day. Felt like it should have been a lot more. The Warriors blew a big lead. The Lakers no-showed in the second half. And that was pretty. Oh, and the Bucks, the damn Bucks, didn't cover the -7.5, which was really, really annoying because they're up like 15 with like 4 minutes left. So it's okay, guys. It's all right. It's good. 1 unit of profit. Cannot complain. We'll get a big outburst here soon enough. So let's get into the games. Let's get after it. And I've been so busy with the NFL, guys, that I'm just looking at these lines for the first time. So let's do it. Let's start with Minnesota and their injury report. All right. I think they're healthy. I think they're fully healthy. Oh, yeah, Mike Conley. Mike Conley, I think, is out. Let's see if he's out for this game. Yeah, he's out. Okay, so Mike Conley's out. That's the only person out for the Timberwolves. Okay, let's take a look at their schedule. They just lost to Toronto on Thursday. So they had Friday, Saturday off. And now they've had, and then they get Monday off. So no back-to-back for them. And if you know, guys, this is a big game for them just because they had aspirations to go to the finals last year and they lost in the Western Conference Finals. So this would have been the NBA Finals matchup had Minnesota beaten the Mavericks last year. So, Minnesota definitely wants to show to Boston, like, hey, we should have been here, and all that narrative. I definitely believe that. So, okay, let's take a look at Boston. Okay, Boston, their depth, they're healthy. Al Horford was out last game. Let's see who's going to play this game. He's questionable with the illness. I'm telling you guys, these illnesses in the NBA, I don't know what's going around in these locker rooms. It's kind of it's surprising, honestly, that more of them aren't sick. Okay, so they're off a win in Washington. They're on a 4-game win streak. They're kind of cruising, doing what Boston does. They get up for games they care about, and not with other games they don't care about. So this is the first of a back-to-back for them. They do play the Clippers at home, so it's a home back-to-back for the Celtics. So let's take a look at the line. Wow, -8. That's high, guys. Initial reaction is I'm going to be betting the Timberwolves +8. Let's see what the total is. Total's 222.5. Huh. So they're really expecting some intensity here. I know Boston, I know the Timberwolves like to play defense, but let's take a look at their last couple of games. They scored 105 at Toronto. It went to overtime against the Kings. I know the Kings play a little faster pace. Phoenix, 120, 117. That was at home. Portland, they kind of no-showed. Chicago, that was faster pace. San Antonio, that was a bad spot for them. So that feels low, guys. That feels too low. Let me see Boston. Boston scores like 115 like it's nothing. They scored 108 against Washington. They came out slow. I definitely expect them to come out faster this game. That total feels too low, guys. 222.5. I got to write both that stuff down. Okay, I got to write Minnesota team total over, Minnesota +8, and then just Boston, Minnesota over 222.5. That's too low, guys. It's too low. That Minnesota team total looks really good. It's like going to be 107.5 or something like that. That looks really, really good. Okay, next game. We've got the Wizards at the struggling Indiana Pacers. So let's go to the Wizards. Let's check their depth chart. What's going on with them? Jordan Poole. Looks like he's questionable due to left hip flexor soreness. And I don't know if he played. No, he did play against the Celtics. He did. He did. Wizards are on like a 11-game losing streak. My goodness, Washington Wizards, my goodness. Let's take a look at Indiana now. No back-to-back for the Wizards, though. They play Tuesday at home against Chicago. Take a look at Indiana now. Take a look at them. All right. They have, let's see, Nembhard's still out. Aaron Nesmith's still out. Let's see Ben Shepherd, if Ben Shepherd's out. I'm surprised they're still able to score as many points as they do without all these backup guards available. It's actually pretty impressive for the Pacers. Ben Shepherd is out this game as well. Huh. So Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Quentin Jackson, Darius Walker, Obi Toppin. But like, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Pacers bench play. Like how many? Like they scored 117 at Milwaukee with this group of players. That's impressive. Like their backup, Johnny Furphy got 14 minutes. Let's see, TJ McConnell only got 21 minutes. I mean, who came in to handle the ball? I mean, I guess TJ McConnell did, right? Man, they went 11-34 from 3-point. Okay, let's take a look at the line. I haven't looked at the line yet. I'm going to guess like minus 10. See what it is. Minus 11.5. Minus 12. Guys, I don't know what it is. I feel like the Wizards, I don't want to say we can trust them. I think we're far from trusting them. And honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I think we need to know if Jordan Poole's playing. I mean, Jordan Poole's been very consistent in scoring this season. Without him in there, if he does not play, I mean, Malcolm Brogdon and I think we need to touch the Wizards here, guys. I think we do. Let me take just a quick peek at that Boston game. Like what was going on in that game? I mean the Wizards were winning. I think at halftime against Boston. I think Boston just wasn't taking them seriously. I mean I don't know. Let's see if there's any like quick game recap. We could see some quotes or something. I'm gonna have to look into this later. No, there's no quotes. I don't know why ESPN changed that. They used to have like nice coaches and players quotes after every game recap, but now they don't. So it's pretty annoying. Okay. So I'm gonna write down Washington plus 12. I mean, because the thing about it, like Washington is very hard to trust them, but Indiana is just not right, guys. They are just not right. Let's take a look at how many losses in a row has Indiana had? They've lost 3 in a row. They've lost 5 out of their last 6. Wow. 5 out of their last 6. And Washington. Oh, they do play Monday, so this is the first of a back-to-back for Indiana. They played New Orleans. This is the start of a 4-game homestand for them. And then also this game, the Colts are playing today as well, the Indianapolis Colts. So I don't think many people are going to be at this Pacers game. So I like Washington, guys. The over-under is at 242. And let me see here. The Indiana Pacers. I mean, I like the over. I mean, initial thought is the over. I mean, they gave up 130, 129 points. I mean, so like you're basically just asking Washington to score like 115 points, and then they score 127 or something like that, and this goes over. I mean, I kind of like Washington to score a lot of points. Let's see, that would be 111. No, it wouldn't be. It'd be let's see, 121 minus 6 is 115.5. I kind of like that team total over 115.5 for the Wizards. see, 115.5. I mean, they're not, these two teams aren't playing a lick of defense today. A lick of defense. Okay, I think I'm good on that game, guys. I'm interested in that game. I think I'm going to be in play in that game. All right, next game. We've got the Clippers at the 76ers. Clippers play tomorrow at Boston, right? I believe that's what I said earlier. Let's take a look real quick. Okay. Yes, they play at Boston on Monday. This is the start of a 4-game road trip for them. They're off a 4-game home win streak. So I bet against them like 2 times. I think so. So they've been proving me wrong. I mean, they haven't been doing it like with a lot of scoring. So let's see how they were on the road. So they lost 3 straight road games before their 4-game homestand. But they played Oklahoma City and Houston. So they played really good teams. And, they already played the 76ers this year already. So they played them on Wednesday, November 6th. They won 110-98. Okay, let's see who's playing for the Clippers. I think Norman Powell's still out. So, yeah, everyone's good there. Let's check the injuries with Norman Powell. He's out Sunday. So same crew for the Clippers. Let's go to Philly now. I know Joel Embiid's out. Paul George is out. Let's see, anybody else is out. Kyle Lowry is out. So it's Tyrese Maxey, the rookie Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre Jr., Caleb Martin, Yabusele, and they got Eric Gordon on the bench, KJ Martin, Andre Drummond, Ricky Council. It's not like a group that makes you feel amazing, honestly. But they snapped their losing streak. They snapped their 5-game losing streak. They play Wednesday against Houston at home. Man, let's take a look at the line, guys. Really? It's -1.5 for the Clippers. I was kind of expecting the Clippers to be like -4 or -3. But I don't want to bet the Clippers. I want to bet the 76ers. Gosh. Okay, let's take a look at the Clippers' road games again a little more closely. I mean, they won at Sacramento. They won at Golden State. They won at Denver. I mean, they won at difficult places before they lost 3 straight on the road against OKC and Houston. I mean, they've been looking damn good against really good teams. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. James Harden used to play for Philly too, and he's going back and playing Philly again. I don't know, guys. I don't know why they're not a bigger favorite, the Clippers. I mean, trust me, I want to bet the 76ers, guys. I do, but I don't trust them against teams like the Clippers that actually know how to play good basketball. I would lean the Clippers in this one, but that's weird. I want to bet the Clippers, guys, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. Over-unders at 209. I like that to go under. Let's see. 76ers scored 113 and 111 the previous game before then. I mean, Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey together, that's a really good duo back there in the backcourt. I mean, they could outscore LA. I don't know. That's a weird game, guys. That's a weird game. I'm probably gonna stay off that game. I'm gonna stay off that game. I think the Clippers win, but I don't feel great about it. I do like it to stay under. I might get there with the under. Yeah, I might get there with the under. 209.5, 208.5. Yeah, that's a little high, I think. Okay, next game, guys. Next game. We've got the Mavericks at the Heat. Rematch of the NBA Finals from like 14 years ago or something like that. All right, Dallas injury report. Let's take a look. Luka Doncic, Daniel Gafford. Gafford's questionable. Doncic is out. He's out for like the next week. So let's see here. Let's see. I mean, they're doing fine. They don't need Luka. You'll want him in the playoffs, but I mean, in the regular season, you can win games for sure without him. Derek Lively starting. PJ Washington's healthy. Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, Jaden Hardy, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall. Like, they're good. They're good. They're fine. Mavericks are fine. Let's take a look at their schedule. They're on a 4-game win streak right now. Look at them. Look at them bouncing back off their 4-game losing streak. They did go 0-3 on the road, but then they just won their last 2 games on the road. So they're bouncing back here very nicely. They're at Miami. And Miami's been off for like a week. I remember that. Okay, and then they play Atlanta on Monday. So they're at Atlanta. That is a lot of running for them. Okay. And they're at home against New York on Wednesday. Okay. All right. So first of the back-to-back here for the Mavericks. They've had 4 really nice wins. Well, at least 3 out of those 4 were really nice. Let's check Miami out. I know they've been off for a week. Let's see what's going on with the schedule first. So they've been alternating wins, losses the last 6 games. Last 6 games, been alternating. They're off a win at home against Philly on, like I said, on Monday the 18th. So they got like 5 days off, 6 days off, whatever it is. And then they play at home Tuesday against Milwaukee. So they're in an okay spot here. I mean, initial reaction is I want to bet the Heat. Let's check their depth chart here. Oh yeah, Terry Rozier. I don't know if he's going to play today. And Jimmy Butler. Okay, Rozier's probable, and Jimmy Butler has an illness, and he's questionable. So Jimmy Butler might not play. Looks like Jimmy Butler did make a pretty considerable difference the last game against, gosh, I forgot who they just played. I just said it. But I mean, everybody else is healthy. Everyone else is healthy. So and they're used to not playing with Jimmy Butler. Yeah, they beat Philadelphia, and they were down. They were down, I think, on the first half to first quarter and first half. I think Philly was beating them. So, okay, let me see what the line is. Dallas plus 3.5. Dallas plus 3. Really? Huh. Dallas plus 3. That line makes me think that Jimmy Butler's in. If Jimmy Butler's out, I usually say that Jimmy Butler doesn't make that big of a difference, but oh man, guys, I like Dallas in that spot. I don't think I'm gonna bet it just because Miami's been off for like a week. They probably got a lot of good practice in, a lot of like they're gonna be ready to go. You know, they're gonna be very ready to go. Dallas is hot though. Dallas is hot right now, but they play at Atlanta on Monday. I'm probably gonna stay off that game. See what the over under is. 222, 221. Feels high for those 2 teams. Let's see Dallas. I mean, not for Miami. Miami at home against Philly, they only got like 195 total points. Sacramento was 100. It was 221. I'm looking at the home games right now, guys. New York 223. So Dallas. I mean, Dallas can score. Dallas can score. I mean, yeah, Dallas is scoring a lot right now. So, I think I could only look under 221.5. Okay, let's go to the next game. We've got 2 games left. Looks like, yeah, 2 games left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games today. Okay, 2 left. Let's go. Next game is the Raptors at the Cavaliers. Take a look at our friends from Cleveland. All right, Cleveland. Injury report. Think they're healthy. Well, the key guys are healthy. See if Okoro looks questionable. I know Karis LeVert and Dean Wade are out, but our boy Ty Jerome has been balling. Sam Merrill's a nice guy off the bench. Gorgie's Niang. All right, let's see about Okoro. Isaac Okoro. He's questionable with an ankle, but he did practice, I believe. So I think he's going to play. I think Okoro's going to play. So their starters are healthy. They're in a good spot. Let's go to their schedule. They bounced back. They beat New Orleans by 28 after they lost to Boston. They've been off for a while, too. They've been off 3 days. They were off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then they're off until Wednesday, and they're at home still against Atlanta. So they're home for like until December 7th. Well, I mean, they go at Atlanta Friday, November 29th on Black Friday, but you know, that's they got some time off here, guys. They're I mean, they're going to be very rested for Toronto. Let's see. These two teams played opening night and Toronto lost by 30. Let's take a look at Toronto's injury report here. Okay, I think Scotty Barnes. I know Scotty Barnes came back last game. Yeah, everybody's healthy for them. Oh, they really got Scotty Barnes, the point guard, right now, with Emmanuel quickly out. I know they played well last game, so everyone's healthy for them except for Bruno Fernando. But I mean, he's not a difference maker in my eyes. They're on a 2-game win streak right now. Look at them. They beat the Pacers. Then they beat Minnesota. This is the first of the back-to-back. They play Detroit on Monday, but that's not far travel at all. So they beat 2 playoff teams from last year, and they took Boston to overtime, and they played Detroit close. So they've had 4 games in a row that have been very close. And then they lost to Milwaukee by 14 at Milwaukee. Let's see. They're on the West Coast. They only lost at LA, the Clippers, by 2. But then they got smoked by the Lakers and the Kings. They barely lost to Denver after winning the whole game. I remember that game. They lost to Charlotte by 5. And they lost to Minnesota by 11 in like the 3rd game of the season. So this team's scrappy, guys. I've been saying it. Let's take a look at how they do in the first of the back-to-back. So they lost to Detroit by 4 on the first of the back-to-back. They lost to the Clippers by 2 on the first of the back-to-back. I like that Scotty Barnes got his rust off. Let's see how Scotty Barnes did last game against Minnesota. Let's see what he did. All right, Scotty. Scotty went 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 11 from the field, 27 minutes. It was a -2 plus minus. Had 17 points. RJ Barrett went off. So I like this team, guys. I'm glad Scotty Barnes is back. So Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, RJ Barrett, like that. Those 3 guys are experienced NBA players. Like they're not bad. Those 3 are not bad. Ochai Agbaji, he's all right. Grady Dick is actually, in my opinion, playing decent this year. So, and then the bench, Davion Mitchell. Like I'm Chris Boucher. I'm okay, guys. I'm all right with this. Let me see what the line is. I want to play the Raptors here. Plus 12.5, plus 12. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot, guys. I'm going to write that down. Raptors plus 12. See what that over-under is. Over-under 236. 236, huh? Let me see. It feels a little high. Raptors have been playing low-scoring games here. Let's take a look at the Raptors' last couple games. Raptors. I mean, Indiana plays absolutely no defense though. Like Cleveland's going to play defense. Minnesota, slower teams, 110, 105. Boston, they went into overtime, so before overtime, that would have stayed under this number. Detroit was under the number. Milwaukee was under the number. I mean, this feels high. I think I'm going to play it under. Let's take a look at Cleveland. Cleveland does score, though. Cleveland scores a crap ton of points all the time. Yeah, but Charlotte was on the second night of a back-to-back, so I mean Charlotte had no defense in that game, so that's why they scored 128 there. They scored 128 against the lifeless Pelicans. Chicago plays at an insane pace. They're at Philly, only scored 114. At Chicago, only 119. Brooklyn, 105 at home. Golden State, they ran them out the gym in like superb shooting night. Milwaukee scored 116. Yeah, I'm going to get there with the under, guys. I like that under a lot, actually. I think that's priced. There's 237.5. I think that's priced way too high. Okay, under 237.5 for Cleveland and Toronto. Going to be on that. Okay. Last game, guys. Last game. We got the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets at the Sacramento Kings. Brooklyn's on starting a little road trip, huh? Okay. Brooklyn injury schedule, all that jazz. They're healthy. Dorian Finney-Smith is questionable or probable? It's questionable, but he's been playing. DFS has been playing. Dorian Finney-Smith has been playing. Zaire Williams is probable to play Sunday. Oh, that's good news. That's good news. So Brooklyn's looking very healthy. The only problem is I want to bet the Sacramento Kings because they had that bad loss on... Well, it wasn't a bad loss. I mean, the Clippers are a good team, but I really expected them to win that game. The Nets are off a loss at Philly by 15. Was it 15? Yeah, 15. Okay, they play... So this is the first of a back-to-back for them. They play at Golden State on Monday. And then Phoenix on Wednesday. So, okay, let's take a look at Sacramento. They should be fully healthy. Except for Malik Monk, obviously. When does Malik Monk come back? Oh, they ruled him out for Sunday, so I guess he might be coming back soon. Okay, let's take a look at the schedule. See if they're on the first of a back-to-back. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, here we go. Okay, Sacramento Kings. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Atlanta at home by 1 point. Then they lost at the Clippers by 16 points. Like, come on, guys. That's inexcusable. You're off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Everybody's healthy. That's a poor effort. This is the first of a back-to-back, and the second game is more important for the Kings because they play Oklahoma City. So Oklahoma City is in their conference, tiebreakers and all that stuff. It's way more important to beat Oklahoma City than it is to beat the Brooklyn Nets, which is outside. They're in the Eastern Conference. They affect tiebreakers. They don't affect tiebreakers at all. So that is something to keep of note. These two teams have not played each other this year. Let's take a look at the line. I hope it's short on Sacramento, guys. I really do. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. It's minus 8.5. I like the Nets plus 8.5. I do. I really do. I know Sacramento's going to play well. They should play well. I mean, I know they're going to come out and Sacramento first quarter, first half. That's probably a really good look. But the full game, I do lean the Brooklyn Nets. And I mean, for both these teams, like the Nets played the Warriors, like that's not bad travel at all. Sacramento to Golden State is like an hour. So, I mean, it's really not that difficult of a back-to-back for Brooklyn. Let's take a look at the over-under. 221, 222.5. Let me see. Brooklyn's been going over that recently. And yeah, Brooklyn's been going over that total. I mean, they used to be kind of an under team, and now they've kind of picked up their offense. Okay, Sacramento's been playing kind of defense though, so interesting. I don't know. I'm probably gonna stay off that total, but I do like the Kings first quarter, first half. The numbers are a little high, but I still think it's the right side. Brooklyn plus 8.5. I kind of like that as well. So that's kind of the day right there, guys. I like Minnesota team total over, Minnesota plus 8, Boston, Minnesota over 222.5. I lean Washington plus 12. Washington team total over 115.5. The Raptors plus 12. I like that. I like the under 237.5 for Cleveland, Toronto. And I like the Kings first quarter, first half, and Brooklyn plus 8. So that's it, guys. That's it. Let's see if we can string together some wins today and have a nice little day here on NBA Sunday, on the NFL Sunday. So thanks for listening. I'll see you guys tomorrow.